You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. Argo Nunya really wanted to get my opinion on this article. However, brother, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to give you a 2-for-1 article coverage in this video. But before I get started, let me go ahead and see if I can manage to pull off a great Morpheus impersonation. Ladies, welcome to the desert of the real. And with that being said, we're going to be tackling the topic of female alcoholism. Buckle up, buttercups. It's about to be a very bumpy ride. Now, the first article that I'm going to cover ever so shortly, I'm going to chop them both down to size. But the first article was published on the 11th of May. Quote unquote, wine o'clock mentality sees the number of women treated for alcoholism overtake men for the first time. Oh, ladies, the suffering that you're going to endure, you wanted this, you got it. See, you women honestly thought that men were drinking just because of leisure. No, drinking for a lot of men was a coping mechanism, which is going to be the main focal point of the second article. Carefully targeted advertising campaigns and an increase in quote-unquote female-only drink brands have also been blamed for a surge in the number of women who require liver disease treatment. You see, ladies, there's this thing called reality, and within that reality, you take things called actions. However, those actions have another thing attached to them called consequences. You're not going to patriarchy your way out of this. New figures from the UK Addiction Treatment Group, or UCAT, show that out of 1,729 alcohol-related admissions to its centers in 2020, 54% of the patients were female. Women continue to outnumber men during the first 4 full months of 2021, the charity's data show, accounting for 51% of alcohol admissions in 2021 to date. Oh, ladies, your suffering has only just begun. The number of women needing appointments for alcohol-related liver disease has risen by almost 2/3 in the last decade, according to NHS Digital, while alcohol-specific deaths have also increased sharply. That's about all I'm going to read from the first article. Now let's get to the second article, the one Arganunya really wanted my opinion on. Women now drink as much as men, not so much for pleasure, but to cope. Now, this article was published on the 9th of June. For nearly a century, women have been closing the gender gap in alcohol consumption, binge drinking, and alcohol use disorder. Welcome to the real world of men. See, a lot of these women thought that men got drunk just for pleasure, just for shits and giggles. Oh, men get to have all this fun. Oh, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. What was previously a 3-to-1 ratio for risky drinking habits in men versus women is closer to 1-to-1 globally. A 2016 analysis of several dozen studies suggested. And the latest U.S. data from 2019 shows that women in their teens and early 20s reported drinking and getting drunk at higher rates than their male peers. And in some cases, for the first time since researchers began measuring such behavior. Wow. Do I honestly care? Nope. Nope. Suffer, ladies. You got what you thought you wanted with this whole equality crap. So now you're going to suffer those equal consequences. Research suggests that people who drink to cope as opposed to drinking for pleasure have a higher risk of developing alcohol use disorder. And while every individual's reasons for drinking are different, studies have found that women are more likely to drink to cope than men. I'm going to reiterate this. Ladies, you got what you thought was male privilege. So now you're going to suffer the reality and the consequences of said privilege. Which, let's be honest, male privilege, oh, no, 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 no. No. See, what these women want is what they perceive as the top 1% of male privilege. The CEOs, the nice, cushy jobs, they want to talk about that. But these ladies never talk about blue-collar men, which blue-collar men really, keep the country going. Why do you think a lot of men drink, ladies? Some for pleasure, but a lot to cope with knowing that we have the weight of the world on our shoulders, especially if we're married. And what happens if our shoulders slip? Guess what? We get deposited into family court and divorce. Yeah, no. But guess what? Feminism freed men. Oh, yes, ladies. Feminism freed men from a lot of those traditional roles that actually made us want to go out and drink more. So, thank you, feminism. But as men, we were never supposed to enjoy that freedom. We were still supposed to be that plow horse. Yeah, no. You got the reins put onto you, ladies, and guess what? You can't handle it. But once again, I'm going to say this. Suffer. Risks from hangovers to cancer. Until the 1990s, most research on alcohol focused on men. Now, as women approach parity in drinking habits, scientists are uncovering much more about the unequal damage that alcohol causes to their bodies. Once again, I don't care. But see, this also throws in the face this whole equality argument. You want to be socially equal. You think you're physically equal, but you're not, ladies. You're not. And they're going to go into why alcohol affects women a hell of a lot more than it does men. Women generally have less body water, which dissolves alcohol, than men of the same weight. That means the same number of drinks leads to them having higher concentrations of alcohol in the blood, and their body tissues are exposed to more alcohol per drink. The result from years of alcohol use, from less years of alcohol use, women are getting sicker faster, says Sugarman of McLean Hospital. They're at greater risk for hangovers, blackouts, liver disease, and alcohol-induced cardiovascular diseases, and certain cancers. One study found that alcohol-related visits to the emergency room from 2006 to 2014 increased, get this, 70% for women compared to 58% for men. Another paper reported that the rate of alcohol-related incidents, including cirrhosis, from 2009 to 2015 rose 50% for women compared to 30% for men. You know what that means, ladies? That means that more men, because of feminism, don't have so much societal pressure placed on our shoulders. So guess what? Less stress, less need to get drunk. I say that's a win. Now, I've been thinking about this as of late. With these articles and the amount of women who are on head meds, do not be surprised if, for the first time in history, men on a general scale start to outlive women. That's some food for thought. But I can honestly see this in the future. Men will start to outlive women if women continue down this destructive path. And guess what? Personally, I have zero problems with it. But if they're going to start addressing these issues, men, you need to start addressing these issues too. No more of this bullshit pandering. See, that's the big secret. The big open secret. All these companies want to pander to women to keep them spending money. I can't remember who put this meme up. I think it might have been the Line of MGTOW. But it talks about how women were freed from men only to be made corporate slaves. Oh, the irony. The irony never ceases to amaze me. But, all in all, ladies, you keep screaming about equality, equality. You only get equality of opportunity, not equality of outcome. But the consequences that come with that quote-unquote equality, you don't want them. But guess what? You're going to have to deal with them anyway. So yeah, the number of women who are drinking themselves under the table to try to cope, oh, that's going to keep rising. The number of women on head meds, guess what? That's going to keep rising too. You want to be modern, ladies. So guess what? Modern problems are going to have modern solutions. Think about it, ladies. You wanted this, you got it. Oh well, and you're going to suffer because of it. Think I've rambled on long enough? So, read both of the articles. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power will eventually go out. Feminism and all of this quote unquote entitled, I'm on this pedestal, so therefore I'm not going to be held accountable for my actions. Oh, believe you me, that mindset will go out right along with it. Because as both of these articles have clearly demonstrated, ladies, reality does not care. And you will be held accountable for your actions. You want it to be modern women? Guess what? You're going to deal with the modern problems that come along with it. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am